Hello! Hello, everybody, and welcome to Actual Play UK. And thank you so much for joining us for our second session. I'm sure you enjoyed the first one on Wednesday, otherwise you wouldn't be back, and you are, so huzzah to you! But as I say, welcome to Actual Play UK. If you are new here, make sure you hit the subscribe and the follow buttons down below. It is, of course, only a minute monetary value of your, of your income. But look, if you want to do it for free, then you've got Amazon Prime. You can link your Twitch account and do it for free. Spread the love, show some support, and hit those funky buttons down below. Well, we are back, and hello to everyone around the table. How are you good folks doing this evening?
Very good.
Take a deep boo.
Thank you. 10s across the board. Yeah.
Wonderful. Love that. Love that. Well, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Dan. I am the resident Dungeon Master for Tales on Tap. You can find us on Twitch every Tuesday around 6 PM where we're playing a very long-form campaign called Erelon, A Destined Journey. And for those of you that have joined us for the first session, you'll know that this one-shot is based in that homebrew world, so if you like what you watch here and you want to come and watch some more of it and some more homebrew goodness, then head over to Tales on Tap on a Tuesday. But I am not here on my own. It's not all about me. If anything, it's not about me at all. It's all about these fun folk around the table. So why don't we say hello to a few of them? So, who shall I pick on first? Chris, hi. How are you doing today?
Oh no, he picked on me first. Oh no. Yes, yes, I'm very good. Yes.
Wonderful. Why don't you tell the good folk?
Doing?
I'm well. Why don't you introduce yourself to the people at home and tell us where you're from?
Thank you very much, Dan. Yes, hi everyone. I'm Chris. I'm from the Adventurers Anonymous podcast, where I play Tatty Bojangles, everyone's favorite sad boy gnome. We are just coming probably towards the end of our first campaign now, thoroughly out of the dragon slaying and questing phase and into the let's settle down and buy a tiki bar phase, although I'm still trying to decide what we're going to call this tiki bar. But you can find us wherever the finest pods are casted.
Love that. Thank you very much. Hey, Chris, I was wondering, since, between last session and this, have you ever tried to play a character and multi-class them? And if so, how did that go?
I love a good multi-class. Tatty Bojangles was my first character, and I joined as I started as a ranger, and then when I realized that rangers don't get sneak attack, I was like, well, I can't have this at all. So I had to throw just the rest of the levels in rogue, and I've never looked back. Multiclassing is the way.
Excellent. Thank you very much, and welcome to the table. Hi, Sam. How are you doing?
I'm not too bad. I said it. I'm really tense because I know where we left off last time, so I'm just thinking about what are we doing? Do we jump in?
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. It'll be. We all have plot armor. Remember this. We're all good. Well, Sam, why don't you introduce yourself to everyone at home?
Hi folks, my name is Sam, my pronouns are he, him. I'm part of the team over at Science and Sorcery, where we combine science and TTRPGs, smash them together and try to make content out of it. I am one of the players over there and producer, so you'll find me on a Sunday playing as Emerald Snowflake, a very sad snow leopard wizard who's been thrust into adventure just after leaving school, alongside 3 other strangers who've also just been chucked out of high school to go on an adventure. Loads of fun, really exciting. So yeah, that's every Sunday at 7 PM GMT, so we'll be back in a couple of days' time. And yeah, that's me. I'm really excited to be here again.
Excellent. Thanks very much. So, Sam, I was wondering, do you enjoy more role-playing in your D&D campaign or more combat? And why?
Definitely more on the role-playing side of things. I'm fine in combat and I enjoy it, but I definitely get more into the kind of charismatic side of characters and trying to do things that are just a little bit more. Well, I build characters who are silly, but with a serious story underneath. So a lot of their stuff always tends to be kind of comic relief, but we'll just throw something really sad in your face at one point. So yeah, I much prefer that over the combat, but do enjoy a good battle map.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you very much. So, Ben.
Hello.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing very good, thanks, Dan. Yeah.
Good. Do you want to introduce yourself to everyone?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Ben. still, and I'm from No Small Roles podcast. Also available wherever good or intermediate level podcasts are available. And No Small Roles, we podcast every other Sunday generally is when we're released. We're about 80 episodes into our campaign. I play Orin Quill in that, so I'm usually getting to Artifice. I'm missing, getting to Artifice a little bit at the moment, but maybe I'll multi-class into it.
Love that. Thank you very much. So, Ben, when it comes to playing D&D, do you prefer spellcasting or melee combat?
Oh, I struggle to play a character that doesn't have at least a bit of spellcasting, to be honest. I have done it. Yes, I've played a rogue. But then I ended up talking multi-classing. I ended up multi-classing into a bit of bard to get some spells. So I do miss it if I can't have at least a bit of magic.
Yeah, love that. Love that. Thank you very much.
Mixed class is often the way I've ended up going.
Yeah, so a bit of both.
Bit of both, yeah.
Do you tend to lean more towards like the half casters, like paladins, bards, like things like that?
Yeah, I've not played a huge number of full casters.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Ben. Love that. And last but certainly not least, hello, John.
Hello, Dan. How are you, my good friend?
Yeah, I'm well, thank you. Very well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
All the more better and revved up for being here with you guys today.
Love that. Thank you very much. Do you want to say hello to everyone at home?
I could.
John has come into this with some hardcore flirt energy and some real spicy energy for all of us tonight. I'm
here for it.
Yeah, tonight is going to be real, my friends. Real. Yes. Hello, everybody at home. My name is John, and I am part of the Trolls of the Two Tunbridges podcast. You can find us on most of the aforementioned podcast catchers under TOTTB podcast. Also, of course, you probably know me from being on this channel because I'm usually the person kind of drifting in the background like some amorphous ghost thing, pressing knobs.
Hiding in a bush.
Hiding in a bush, mainly. The technical equivalent of hiding in a bush. Shouting out encouragement every now and again. So this is why I'm here. It's why I'm on some streams every now and again on Actual Play UK. But yes.
Excellent. Thank you very much for introducing yourself and welcome to the table. So, John, can you tell me, do you prefer more serious and epic campaigns with like lots of stakes, or do you stakes as in the the risk and reward, not the meal,
food? Yeah.
Or do you prefer like a more light-hearted and fun and silly campaign when you play D&D?
I think that they both have their place, and in fact, I think that when you're doing something that's huge and epic, I think you'd be remiss not to have those light-hearted moments because you need to have light and dark within story. So.
Love that. So a nice combination of the both.
Yeah, I think so. I think it is important. Like you can't do like ridiculousness all of the time, otherwise it just stops really having an emotional impact. And the same goes for super dark, everything's awful kind of campaigns.
Yeah, I suppose if it is all just like doom and gloom and grim and the world's ending at every corner turn, then it very much just stacks the story against the party, which makes it very uphill, doesn't it? So you do need those fun moments.
It does, but I mean, the thing is, like, I run a Delta Green game, and that is the kind of apex of doom and gloom. The whole point of that is that no one should be surviving. The universe is ending. You're all screwed, mate. So,
but honestly, you call people mate, so
exactly.
That's the line.
But even that, you end up having that element of black humour that runs through things because it's human nature, right?
Coping mechanisms, exactly that. Yeah, I love that. Well, thank you very much, all of you, for introducing yourselves to the nice people at home. And thank you very much for coming back to the second session of the Isle of the Eclipses, which is an Erelon homebrew one-shot that we're playing our way through.
Oh, look at that!
Oh.
Oh.
I don't know what sets this off, but I'm slowly finding out all the weird hand gestures that set off weird video effects on my Mac. So all I can do is apologize and hope that that never happens again.
Oh no, that was amazing.
My somebody that I work with, he has a terminally grumpy face. So he's be really happy during a meeting, and then all of a sudden you just kind of get this. It's like, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine.
I am that guy in meetings.
Yeah.
But then I'll give like a sarcastic thumbs up, and then come on, it's gonna
There
do
we
it now.
go.
My
There
screen
it
will
is.
do that, and everyone will laugh at me, and I'll be like, "Don't laugh at me."
That is impressive, though. I love
Just
that.
absolutely derailed everything there in the first 5 minutes. All I can do is apologize profusely. Bad
Let's-
Mac, bad.
Let's start as we mean to go on. I'm surprised you didn't point your finger in the explosion.
Something happened. Yeah. Oh, God.
Very good. Well, I think that'll just about do with wrapping up the introductions. I think we'll leave that on that high point there. So
get higher.
how about we play some D&D, guys?
Let's do it.
Nice.
Fantastic. So, if you are joining us for the first time this evening, why don't I recap what has happened in the story thus far? So our band of would-be adventurers who found a notice in one of the major cities of Erelon have set off on a quest to the Isle of Eclipses, boarding a skyship and heading in that direction. The notice wasn't very clear as to the nature of what was happening. However, we met our wonderful band of adventurers, Morkel, Thaddeus, Astrid, and Splot. The airship arrived at the island, and the adventurers were greeted with a jungle-esque image in front of them with thick tree line and bushels and the sound of various wildlife and fauna and flora in the air. They were then greeted by an individual by the name of Kami. Kami was a gnoll-looking individual with very hyena-esque features who greeted the adventurers a little bit trepidation at first, but realizing that this brave band of warriors and Splot arrived at the... I'm joking, I'm playing. Soon realized that these may be the saviors that the island have been looking for. With a firm shakes of the heads all around. The group were then taken to the village where they met the people of the Oma Walla Tome tribe, who told them that the island was in grave peril, for at the center of this island lay a great oasis, and the waters within were very much the abundance of life and light to this island. And over the last few weeks, a couple of weeks, have started to diminish. And as the water level drops, this darkness is encroaching and seems to be enveloping the entire island. And nobody knows why. The group met the island oracle, Zephyra, who explained that the island itself is a place of mystery and magic, and ways of arcane run through the very life essence of everything here. The group gathered as much information as they could and headed east towards the center of the island. After an hour or two, traveling through the thick jungle, they came across a couple of creatures. Elementals. Water elementals that had previously been described to them as the guardians of this oasis. Again, the guard was up. On both parts, that of the parties and the guardians. Trust was hard to find at first. Though, through some excellent charismatic skills by the people here in front of us, they managed to find out that the water levels were dropping. They had no answer. There were many guardians, and their numbers now dwindle. For some of the guardians that protected the oasis headed into the darkness and the fog and have yet to return. The party decided that the best course of action was to continue heading east and either towards the oasis or further still to investigate the darkness. And all of a sudden, the guardians just started going haywire. Crazy shrieks and shrieks hit the ears of the party, and they chased the guardians until they came towards the middle of this island and to the oasis itself. There were seemingly no answers to why the guardians were behaving this way until they noticed that the water level within the oasis had indeed was dropping before their very eyes. Only a few inches, but noticeably. It was then that the party decided that they were going to head further east to try and investigate the shade. After another half hour or so, maybe a little less, 20 minutes, half an hour of traveling through the forest, they came face to face with this wall of smoke. Only bringing more questions at this point. No real answers, right? Until you guys started throwing pebbles of light that were cast on them into it, and after moments or so, the lights faded. And then Thaddeus decided that it would be an amazing idea to just step in, and he did so. And to the surprise of everyone else, Thaddeus seemingly stopped moving, or at least to the untrained eye. However, the more observant amongst you picked out that Thaddeus was moving extremely slowly. It was then that you guys realized that there was some form of temporal anomaly at play here. That time seemingly moved differently within the smoke than it did on the outside. Through some quick thinking, Astrid casting daylight around Thaddeus, you managed to envelop him within light and seemingly ending whatever temporal disturbance had taken control of him at that point. Discussions were had about the next course of action and what the next steps would be, until the group heard the cracking and smashing of trees, branches, and everything else that they could imagine within this shade. Something was coming. And it was moving at speed. Where we left off last time was this huge serpentine-like creature with wings swooped out of the shadows in front of the party. And that is where we're going to pick up this evening. This creature bursts out from the smoke and up above you. This creature is around 20 feet tall at this point. It is a huge beast, and its head just moving ever so slightly from side to side as it eyes each and every one of you up. Does anybody want to do anything?
I'm
Can
just
we-
gonna. What? When you go.
No, you go first.
I was just gonna turn to my 3 other party members and cast Bless.
Okay, you just woof and cast Bless, and you all see this very faint glow kind of surround each one of you before it kind of like fades in, and almost like it soaks into your skin. You all have the benefits of a +4, so a d4 roll on any attack roll, saving throw, I believe, or skill check?
Yes, attack roll or saving throw, yeah.
Attack roll or saving throw. There we are.
So we can see this thing quite clearly now.
Oh yeah, it's
probably one of the only things that we've been able to see at all in this darkness.
Exactly. It is around 10 feet or so ahead of you, between almost creating this barrier between you and the smoke behind it.
Oh,
But it's out the smoke. It's like in
Yes.
it's in the light.
it's in the daylight.
Yeah, exactly. I would like one of you to make me a perception check, please. I don't mind who. Anybody.
Not me with my -1 to perception. It's not a good idea.
I shall do that. Let me just double check.
I think if it's kind of like moving its head around and like looking at all of us, I think Thaddeus is just gonna like start following its head and just like start mean mugging it a little bit. Like, what's up? What's up, dude?
Nice. You can give me an intimidation check for that, thank you.
Yes. Love that for me. That's a nat 20.
Hey!
Nice.
Let's go!
Love that.
Stay yoked, stay stoked.
Those dice are hot.
So you notice, Thaddeus, as you kind of like start moving your head in like synchronicity with it, it kind of like slows, and you see like from maybe a foot down its neck, the rest of its body moves, but its head just stays laser focused and its eyes just pinned on you at this point. What did you roll for your perception check, Mark?
Okay, I got a 19.
A 19, excellent. What you will have picked out, so the scales of this creature have sort of a very faint but reflective property, like a very clean shine to each one of its scales on its body. You, however, notice that around where you were, so where the wings kind of meet the body of this creature, towards the center of its sternum, in that area, you see that one of the scales looks slightly different to the others, and is more, kind of looks like it's like a stone, like an opal or such that's been set into this creature's chest. And with that perception check, you see that it's giving off a very faint kind of glow to it. So it's very difficult to see typically against the shine of these scales, but there's something very kind of distinct about this one scale that's almost a diamond shape within the chest of this creature. Thaddeus, as this creature is dead, like locked onto you, you hear in your head, "State your business."
Okay. So what nat 20 intimidation check gets me? Do I see that? So I don't see the creature's mouth move, like
Nope.
at all.
You just
in
hear
any-
this.
And none of the rest of us hear anything.
No, you do not.
You don't hear anything. Oh, great time to be the party dumbass. Okay. I think Thaddeus literally just like looks around himself, just like, what? You saying shit? You want to go?
You all hear this. I assume you're saying this out loud, Thaddeus.
Yeah.
You're right, Thaddeus.
Who are you talking to?
Something's I can hear a voice in my head. It sounds like a snake. It's a lot of S sounds.
Okay.
I think that it's literally like the moment of like dumbass dawning realization when he puts together like snake sounds, snake creature, and he just like looks at the creature and he's just like, "Get out of my head, dude!
At this point, you all, in unison, hear...
You scouts belongs here. Return to whence you came.
And you see as it does that, its head is now getting a little bit lower as it kind of like moves ever so slightly towards you and sort of like bows its body and kind of like towers over all four of you and is just weaving from side to side.
It's like a giant cat about to pounce. When a cat like wiggles its butt just before it pounces. It's very inside baseball. I'm sorry, this is what my cat does.
Hello. Are you from here then? Are you from the darkness?
Its head just like immediately like locks onto you, Splot, and it goes,
This is my new home. And you are trespassing.
You home in the last few weeks or months, yeah?
Begone from here, or face my wrath.
I don't believe we can go back now. We've come too far.
I think Thaddeus is doing that thing that like the guy that with a certain amount of self-awareness as being the dumbass of the party, like looks to his friends as if to say like, shall I just hit it? Can I smash now?
I think Splot, if he sees that, will like hold up a bit of a hand and be like, talking fast.
I am the new guardian.
as it like woof up and almost like spins up, so the very tip of its tail is almost the only bit that's hitting the floor, and it grows to almost like 30 feet and expands its wings out in front of you, casting this huge shadow on not only you but the ground around you.
He's big, isn't he?
Very big, huge. Just it's Splot looking up a very long way. Just you're causing quite a few issues in the area.
I love Splot. Sorry, we've had some disturbances. People are complaining about the noise.
We have some issues we'd like to raise.
Does anybody want to do anything as this creature is towering above you?
Do you know anything about all of the Oasis?
Does not answer.
Have you been drinking it?
Yo, dude, have you been juicing?
Oh, that's not on at all.
What comes to put you in charge?
I have been chosen.
Goodbye.
By who?
What you said? She said
Powers far greater than your meek mortal minds could ever comprehend.
I don't doubt that, but that doesn't really answer our question.
I would like you, Astrid, to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay.
Probably the worst party member to choose to make a wisdom save for being a cleric, but
That's a
you asked the last
23.
nice. So you feel, as you're asking this creature questions, Astrid, you feel almost as though a presence within your mind sort of appears, only for a split second. But you have the mental fortitude to just kind of like withstand this encroach into your own thoughts, as the creature did in fact cast Detect Thoughts as it tries to ascertain your intention.
I don't appreciate you trying to snoop around in there.
As you say that, the creature like drop to the ground and kind of like on the ground around you, almost like with its whole body encompassing the group as it round in a split second and back up.
Leave this place, or face a fate worse than death.
I don't know. Death is pretty bad. Wouldn't you say? I'd say.
I would agree. Yeah, quite bad.
Yeah. That's pretty bad. It's true.
I wouldn't choose it.
Well, I mean, what
Bad.
would be worth?
You see the creature reel its head back. For those of you that are a bit more in the know of snake and snakekin, you see it kind of like coil its head back, almost priming itself to strike. Does anybody want to do anything in this split second?
I would turn and nod at Thad.
Can I cast this could go real badly for me, but we're in it now. Can I cast compel duel on this giant creature?
Fuck yes. You certainly can. What save is that?
That is a wisdom 14.
Wiz save. A 14. It rolled a 13. So it failed its save. So for the good people at home that may not be clued up on that spell, could you please tell people what that does?
So, on a failed save, the creature is drawn to you, compelled by your divine demand. Sorry, I just started laughing thinking about divine demand and Thaddeus. For the duration, which is concentration up to a minute, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than me. And must make a wisdom saving throw each time it attempts to move more than 30 feet away from me. Oh, I didn't know this part, actually. And if it succeeds on that saving throw, it doesn't have restricted movement on that turn.
Very good. As you cast Compel Duel, where its eyes were locked onto Astrid's, as it was trying to use the Detect Thought spell, immediately locked onto you as it launches in to strike you.
Let's go, dude! Let's go!
Like, everybody to roll me initiative, please, if you don't mind.
I would have liked to have hidden.
Okay. Where are you going to hide?
Anywhere.
Sure.
There's some bushes somewhere nearby. I can actually, to be fair, I can actually hide when I'm lightly obscured.
Okay, excellent. So there are lots of bushes and things nearby. So during this exchange between Astrid and this creature and then Thad casting the spell, you could have quite easily just like dip, dive, dodge, dip and dodge into a bush. That's no problem. Roll me a stealth check, please.
Oh, so it wasn't that. That is a 15.
15. Excellent. Thank you very much. Excellent. Okay, so, Morka, what did you roll for initiative, please?
8.
8. No problem.
A magnificent 8.
Sorry, Splat.
10 for Splot.
For Splot. Thank you very much. It might be Splat. We never know. We'll see how combat goes.
Yeah, might be.
No way, dude. No way.
Thad?
I got a 17.
17. Excellent. Thank you. And Astrid, what did you roll for initiative, please?
I rolled a 12.
12. Thank you very much. Okay. So, top of the initiative order is, in fact, the creature. There is a battle map if you'd like to open your owlbear.
Yeah, there is.
Can I do a shameless plug for the battle map and stuff, John? Do you mind?
Do it. Absolutely.
Excellent, thank you. So, for those of you at home that are wondering, oh my goodness, what a wonderful battle map. And what a wonderful token of the creature I've just described. Well, this is all from one of our sponsors over at Tales on Tap. It is from Tom Kartos Battlemaps. If you are a collector of fine battle maps, such as myself, then go and check them out. They are incredible battle maps, very highly detailed, and has anything a D&D DM would need. So, I'm just going to move you guys around a little bit. So I'm going to place you here in this bush, Morkill, if you don't mind.
That's fine by me. I like bushes.
Classic position for Morkel.
Thank you.
Yes. Can you just double check that you can all move your tokens?
I can indeed.
Yes, thank you.
See.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good. So, Thaddeus, I would imagine that is exactly where you're stood when you compel duel with this individual.
Yep.
And they are going to try and... You see them coil back and they just lash out lightning fast with a bite attack towards you. That is going to be a 16 to hit.
16 is my armor class. Yeah.
16 does hit.
That'll do it.
Thank you very much. So that is, you take 6 points of piercing damage, and I'm going to need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Whoa.
I definitely do need to make a Constitution saving throw because I need to roll for concentration.
Okay, so I'll have 2. So the first one is for the effect, and then second for the con check, please.
Gotcha. The one for the effect is, oh no, that's an 11.
Were you blessed? So
You are blessed.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I am blessed. Thank you very much. Plus 2 is 13.
30. That is what you needed to make the save. So very well done.
Feeling hashtag blessed, baby.
Hashtag blessed, baby.
And for my concentration, told you these dice were spicy. That is a nat 1.
Nice.
Compulsion is gone.
Dropped. Okay.
Hate that.
So
That's
the
so annoying.
creature strikes out with its bite attack as its action. It is then going to move a little bit closer to the group, like as part of the attack. And that is the end of its turn on this occasion. So next in initiative is Thaddeus. What would you like to do?
Cool. So compelled duel didn't really go my way. I think Thaddeus is just like, ugh, fuck. Just moves right into melee range with this creature. As my sword does it still have light on it, or did that drop when you used daylight?
It lasts for an hour and it's not concentration, right? So it would
It's
still
not
be lit.
concentration. Dope. More just for the visual than anything else. Just the idea of a giant hobgoblin himbo paladin wielding a lightsaber is hilarious to me.
Love that.
I think just like getting into the thick of battle, getting hurt, like losing concentration, it just whips out the greatsword and is just gonna go, "Fuck you, dude!" and just like going for 2 attacks.
Very good. So yeah, if you can roll the first one, please, to hit.
First one is, oh boy, a 14.
A 14 does not hit. It does gain some purchase, but
Was that with hashtag bless?
oh, do you have bless?
Ooh.
Have you added your bless? Let's remember our
I have.
blesses, boys.
I've not added my bless, so that is 17 for the first attack.
17 will hit.
Yeah.
Bless to the rescue again.
Love that.
So you slash across with your greatsword across the, I'm going to say chest, but we don't know. It could be its stomach, chest. It's a big elongated lizard-like creature, so who knows?
Just big bodies are weird.
Yeah, man.
So that's 2d6 plus 5.
I felt that in my soul, man. Ow! I feel seen.
Yeah. There you go. There's a mea culpa coming at some point for all of my bad comments. That is 8 plus 5 is 13 damage on the first attack.
13, very good. And the second one?
Second one is, that is a natural 19. just roll some damage for you. I might drop a divine.
Natural
Smite.
19 for a what total?
Natural 19 is a 27.
20. Holy shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
will definitely hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Let me see.
Can I ask, does your weapon, is it just a normal greatsword, or did you take a greatsword +1?
It's a greatsword +1.
Okay, so it is magical. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's all I needed to know.
It's now that you've asked that, I am glad that I did.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna throw a divine smite into this. Do you want me to do the damage separately for you, like the slashing
Please.
and then the radiant?
Yes, please.
Gotcha. So that is 11 slashing damage,
Thank you very much.
and then for the divine smite, I'll just use a first level spell slot, and I will give you 2d8 radiant damage.
Thank you.
That is 6 radiant damage.
Thank you very much. And as you crash into this creature once and twice and unleash this divine smite, you see that, especially because of your trained eye and you've seen the effect of this smite previously, it doesn't seem to take as much hold on this creature as you would have anticipated it would normally.
Cool. Very
Okay.
cool.
So that is your actions. You still have bonus actions and movement if you'd like to move.
I do. Let's see. Who's right near me? No. I think I'm just gonna stay where I am. Famous last words. I think I'm just gonna stay where I am. Yeah.
Okay.
Feels
Any
good.
bonus actions from you?
No. All that's all from me.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Next in initiative is you, Astrid.
Yeah, I think let me have a look at the map again. I'm just going to move that 1 square closer.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then
Wing to wing.
Wing to wing, reach out my feathers and cast a 2nd level inflict wounds
Excellent.
on this creature. That's going to be a 16.
16 will not hit, unfortunately. Does not quite beat the armor class. As you reach out, and as you put feather to feather to cast inflict wounds, it almost like whaps its wings out and kind of unfurls them, and you just like lose a little bit of like grip on the wing as you were trying to cast.
Okay, that's I don't have a bonus action I can take. That's my movement, so that's me.
Okay, no problem. Splot, who we must protect with every ounce of like.
Quick question.
Yes.
Have any of the rest of us spotted this stone thing in its scales, or is it just Morkill who's seen that?
What's your passive perception?
Passive is 14.
14. You may have caught a glimpse of it, but maybe not in the detail in which that Morkill has. But you may have spotted there is something on this creature's chest.
Okay. I'm going to. Let's just do this well. I'm going to. Splot pulls out a bit of leftover lunch, namely a piece of crust from an apple pie, and throws it at the creature. And I would like to cast Nathir's Mischief, please, on a 20-foot cube, keeping my friends out of the 20-foot cube. So I'll sort of do it so the creature's within the cube, but yeah, sort of a little bit over, so it's catching the creature but not catching.
There.
Yeah, perfect. Those two.
Excellent.
So I now roll a d4, I believe, to determine the magical effect produced, and then at the start of each of my turns until the spell ends, it's a concentration spell. It can be moved up to 10 feet. It's a 1. The smell of apple pie fills the air, and each creature in the cube must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become charmed by you until the start of your next turn.
Very
I
good.
think it has advantage on the throw because it's we're fighting.
Okay, so I have advantage on the wisdom save
I
because we
assume
are...
so. If that'll be the usual charm thing. It doesn't actually set for this, so I shall leave that up to you.
It will save. That is a 25 that it rolled on its wisdom save.
That is fair. I will back up a bit. Let's back up a little bit over there, and then I'll go. Okay, that didn't quite work, but that's. Oh, you've been hitting the gym. You're looking great. And I will give you some bardic inspiration.
Very good. Love that. And is this updated? Bardic Inspiration, so you can use it on damage rolls, attack rolls. It gives you...
Yes, I believe for my type of bard you can use it on damage, attack. I'll get back to you on that. Let me double check what exactly you can use it on. But...
No problem. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Excellent. Morkel.
All right. Okay. Morkel looks at this beastie, draws an arrow from his quiver and fires.
Like it. Go ahead and roll me to hit, please. As you point your... Is it a short bow you have?
Short bow +1.
Short bow. Oof, as you try and hit this creature. It is within 5 feet of an ally as well, so you do get your sneak attack if you want it.
Darn tootin'.
Yes.
21.
21 will definitely hit. Yeah, absolutely. Are you aiming for any area in particular, or just its central mass?
I'm going for the item that I think I can actually see.
Okay,
So,
what did you roll to hit?
21.
21. Okay, you will absolutely. Given that I will increase the AC for a targeted attack, you would still be able to hit it. So yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll me some damage, please.
Right. So, 4d6.
Oof.
Gotta love rogues.
So good.
So I
it's
believe my bardic
24.
inspiration can be used, sorry, just to interrupt, on the
Yeah.
ability check, attack roll, saving throw, or if you cast magic with it that restores hit points or deals damage, you can add it to the damage dealt or dealt for magic roll.
Lovely. Thank you very much. And that was for Thaddeus, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, Thaddeus, make a note. You got Bardic Inspiration, son.
Is that a
D8.
D6?
It is
D8.
D8.
Ooh!
Yeah.
What's that?
It's
Very
24
good.
damage. Piercing.
Ooh.
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 Wowzers.
24 points of damage. Excellent. Morkel, as your pinpoint arrow through the air and clashes into this gem,
Yeah.
you see it dislodge ever so slightly and off to one side, reeling behind a very fleshy skin. You can see there's no scales, very much like flesh behind, but it is very much like dislodged and kind of like half hanging off, half not. That makes sense.
Like it.
Love that. Anything else on your turn, sir?
He calls out, "Oh no, I can't, because you hear me, you'll see where I am. Screw you guys." Okay, with his bonus action, he just puts his hood up.
Nice. Nice. And bonus action hide again, yeah?
Yeah.
Excellent. Just roll me another stealth check, please, just in case this creature's attention is now on yourself.
Well, that's a natural 18. So that's 28.
28 will do it. Yeah. You are one with the bush and the leaves. Love that. Okay, top of the initiative order. This creature is going to... It's not going to like that you've just hit it for all that damage, Thad, unfortunately. And is going to... you see kind of like... And swoop down to the ground and almost like circle you 2 or 3 times, and is going to attempt to constrict you. So it's a weapon attack, which is a 12 plus 6, it's 18 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, so it's 2d6. 7. So that's 10 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled.
Ooh, cool.
You are grappled. So that's its action as it wraps itself, and not all of its body, I would say like the most of its lower body. It is pretty much like on top, and its head is still like moving side to side, with Thaddeus just wrapped up in the lower part of its body. That is its action. And then, as its bonus action, you see the wings of this creature start to kind of shake and glow as it unfurls them, and its whole body glows ever so slightly before fading as it casts a spell as its bonus action.
Woo.
I would say, Astrid, you would probably recognize this spell, as it is part of the cleric's spell list, but you will probably recognize this as the Sanctuary spell.
So it's not healing me. It's not.
Nope.
It's
not healing
just-
itself either. This is a big warm hug for you, Thaddeus, essentially.
Yeah.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
That's it. That's the reference. Yeah.
Yep. Thaddeus, you are up. It is your turn in combat, however.
Cool. Grappled.
Yes. So
Does that mean I've got disadvantage on attacks and
so you are effectively restrained at the moment, meaning that your speed has become 0, and you get no bonus to your speed. And again, until the condition ends, the condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated. The condition also ends if the effect removes the grappled creature from the reach of the grappler grappling effect, such as Thunder Wave, Misty Step. So currently, you can attempt to, however, break free from this grip. You would just need to make a successful athletics check and try and break free.
Okay. Just scrolling through my features. Scrolling through my features. Everything's cool. Everything's fine. I'm going to. Did I see when Morkill hit the like stone gem in the center of it? Did I see that happen? My passive perception is 9.
I don't think you will have done, given that
Okay.
there's 6 seconds between your its attack and Morkill's. It's very much all happening around the same time. I don't think you will have quite picked up that the stone has dislodged from its chest. However, you can use your action to try and pick it out and search for it and things like that if you would like to. Well, it's up to you.
I'm gonna take the disadvantage and I'm just gonna try and attack it, I think. With my... Unless I need to get out of the grapple in order to attack it. I can't remember what the...
You could still attack it. Let me just double check. Until this grapple ends, you have disadvantage. So yes, you have a disadvantage on attack rolls, but you can still attack. If you do wish to attack, however, you do need to make a wisdom saving throw in order to hit it because of its sanctuary. Exactly.
Well, let's go, dude. I'm a big beefy boy with a +2 to wisdom saving throws. Let's kick this off.
Love that.
Right.
Go ahead and make me a whiz save.
And still blessed as well.
You are still blessed.
I am. So... God damn it. I still have Bardic Inspiration.
You do.
You do.
D8.
I'm gonna use that D8 right now.
Yeah.
Okay, what, to make the whiz save?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're really piling everything that we have into this roll right now. Okay, with the bardic inspiration, that is an 18.
An 18 will allow you to be able to hit this creature. So you make the whiz save, giving you the ability to attack it. You roll with disadvantage, however, because you are restrained, grappled.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll to hit, please.
That is a dirty 20.
A dirty 20 will hit. Absolutely. Well done. Very good. Don't forget, guys, as well, you also all still have your inspiration at hand if you need it.
Yeah.
Spot, you've not made an attack roll, but you do have advantage on your first attack. Just
remembered. I just remember.
That's 16 damage on the first attack.
Okay. 16 damage. Yeah.
And then I will go for my second attack. Do I need to roll another wisdom save? Or is it?
It's part of the same attack action, so it's only once per attack action, I believe, that you have to roll Sanctuary.
Hey, would have been super dumb of me to use up all of my resources on one saving throw for one attack.
Yeah.
So let's.
Thad wouldn't do that sort of thing.
Yeah, Thad would do that sort of thing. Let's be immediately clear about this. Thad would absolutely give up everything to just be able to swing his sword at something. Cool. I'll roll this one with disadvantage as well.
Yes, please.
Ooh, that's not gonna be good. That's a 13 to hit.
13 is not going to be enough, unfortunately. You managed to, and I suppose restrained, you managed to just like, with the first attack, just kind of like jab it into its skin, but then the second, you just don't have enough momentum in the swing to cause any real damage or harm to the creature.
Yeah.
Anything else on your turn?
Is anyone? No. No, that's it for my turn.
Okay, next initiative. Astrid, you are up.
Knowing that it's under the effect of a Sanctuary spell, I am going to reach into my pack, take out a small little bit of bat guano, and then just light it on fire and and cast Fireball at this. Do I need to make a Wisdom save as well first?
You will need to make a Wisdom save. And do you say Fireball or Firebolt?
Ball. Yeah.
Nice.
Big one. Yeah, it's a big one.
Okay.
So that is a 16.
16 will succeed on the Wisdom save, so you are able to attack this creature with the Fireball, which I believe is a dexterity dex save?
Yes, dex save, 13.
Okay. Just double checking I don't get any... Does the creature have any disadvantage because it is currently grappling? I'm going to say it will, because it's not going to be able to move as freely because it's restraining something else, right? So I'm going to roll this with disadvantage on this occasion. Oh!
What a nice DM.
He says before he tries to kill you all. Right, so the first roll was a 17 on the die. Second was a 9 for a 14.
Oh, so that just passes. Just passes.
Okay, just makes the save.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so still half damage though.
Yep.
How many d6? Because that was a lot of clinking.
That is 8d6. And that
How'd I get
would
that?
have been 33. So halved.
17?
17.
Oof. Excellent. Very good. As this bat guano that you've lit on fire, as you just kind of like very slowly just grows in size. Almost Dragon Ball Z style spirit bomb, just in this big eruption of fire in and around this creature, causing significant damage.
And that's the first time I've ever got to use Fireball, so I'm very chuffed for that.
Oh,
Yay!
Congratulations on your first fireball.
Love that. Love
Make
that.
a wish.
Make a wish
Light the
upon a
candle. No,
fireball.
don't set it on fire. No.
Very
You blow it
good.
out.
Anything? Anything else on your turn, Astrid? Any
No,
movement, bonus actions?
I'm going to stay right where I am, right in touching distance.
Okay, very good. Splot, you are up.
Okay, nice. So first of all, I'm going to roll for my There's Mischief to see what it does on this turn. So each creature in the cube must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or begin giggling until the start of my next turn. So a Wisdom saving throw, please. DC will be 14, I believe.
Oh, it will beat that, unfortunately. It's a 22. Less than last time, though. Less than last time.
We're getting
there.
closer. We're getting closer.
We're getting closer. I might just
We're
fail
gonna
the
get
next one.
We're going to get some mischief.
Yeah,
We're going to
I
get
like
some
this.
mischief before this thing dies.
Yeah.
I love this.
It's
That'd
such a
have been
silly spot.
that'd have been fucking hilarious, though. This creature just full on belly laughing, Thaddeus just bouncing about.
Yeah.
Tempted to do dashes in his laughter on it now. But the fireball that I've just seen Astrid casting, did that look like that was doing like a decent amount of sort of damage to this creature?
It didn't seem like it. It seemed like it did a decent amount of damage compared to other magical effects that you've seen on this creature.
So I think Splot's going to get out their viol, which I think is like a small sort of cello-esque instrument, and start playing a very fast tune. And as he's playing super fast, sparks begin to come off the bow and the strings, and one then flies over and will attempt to hit the creature with a fire bolt.
Very good. So roll me a wisdom saving throw first, please.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
5.
Oh, that will not. So you ding, and the firebolt flies from the string. So you, as part of Sanctuary, you can either choose to attack something else or lose the spell. I'd like you to just roll me some damage.
Okay. For the full damage.
Yep.
Good. Great. Rolled well. 17.
17 damage. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, roll me to hit first.
Oh, yeah.
Apologies, roll me to hit first.
That will be a 19.
19. Does 19 beat your armor class, Thaddeus?
Yeah.
It does.
I knew this was going to happen.
As you misfire and almost just, unfortunately, it does clip. You will take half that damage, though, Thaddeus. So,
Okay.
17 halved would be 8.
8?
8 points of fire damage.
What the hell, dude?
I'm so sorry.
Focus up, dude.
I was just making sure that you're ready to fight. You're doing fantastically. I'm really sorry. And I will give you another bardic inspiration to try and make up for my mistake. I'm really sorry. Take another 1d8.
I like to think that note is just like sailing over from where Splot is, and just like a harmony just around the battlefield.
Yeah, exactly. It's always weird. It's weird that like the firebolt strikes your shoulder, and the pain at first, you're like, what the hell, dude? But because of the pain, it just, something inside you just kicks into gear as you feel inspired because of it. You know? Amazing. Anything else on your turn, Splot?
No. I've done enough damage.
You see how I didn't make you make that roll with advantage though, because that would have been terrible. Natural 20.
Oh yeah, I didn't roll my attack with advantage.
Don't worry. Okay, Morkel, you are up.
Okay, Morkel, he sees what's happening. He decides, okay, I need to let everyone know what is going on with this area of weakness. He leaps out of the bush bravely. Lads, all right, aim for the soft bit. And he vaguely points at the chest. And he continues running over to the next bush, jumps into it and hides.
Yep.
Bravely, I might add. Bravely.
Yeah, heroically.
Leaps into some foliage. At which point, I'm guessing I have to roll another stealth.
Yes, please.
It's natural. So it's 21.
21. Yep. Excellent. Thank you.
And once he's hidden, he fires off another volley into that same spot.
Very good. Go ahead and roll me a wisdom save, please.
Oh, wisdom.
We're hashtag blessed as well, aren't we?
We are hashtag blessed.
I mean, it would have made no difference to mine, but
It's not like it matters.
it's no
too
helping
much.
a 5.
24.
Wow. Yeah. You will make that easy.
Yeah,
Go ahead and roll me
24.
to hit, please.
Oh no, 23. Sorry.
Very good.
Right. Okay. Oh my god, I'm rolling like demon here. It's a natural 19.
Love that. Nice.
19 plus 8. So
We discovered the source of the darkness on the island.
yeah, like 27.
Your good dice rolls all along.
It's hiding
Drawing
in
the
bush.
power of the Oasis.
Morkel's behind this whole thing.
Plot twist.
Oh, lads.
Bow before me and my benevolent self.
It's all an insurance claim. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Just trying to get insurance.
Just trying to burn the place down. That's all it is. Yeah, so that what is that? It's 28, 27. So yeah, to hit.
27. Thank you very much.
Damage though. Hang on. Sorry, I've not rolled it.
Oh, 27 to hit.
So yeah, that's 27
Holy
to hit.
Should have increased the AC on this bad boy.
Sorry.
It's all right. Roll them, throw them, drop them, whatever you want to do.
Apparently, right across the room. Ooh. Okay, so that's 24 again.
Very good. And I assume with that you've aimed again at the same spot.
Exactly the same spot.
You notice as you pull back and you watch the flight of this arrow, it cracks into, and I suppose you're not only aiming for the meaty bit, but also as it hits, it dislodges this, whatever this is,
Yep.
off its body, and it just and hits the ground at this creature's base. Good. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's everything I can do.
Okay. Top of the initiative order. What I failed to mention at the start of this combat is that the fact that this creature has a flying speed and will now in turn take off, clutching with Thaddeus wrapped up. It will fly. It has a fly speed of 90 feet. It will not quite go 90 feet. It will go 80 feet directly up. So we'll work out distances between tokens and stuff when it gets to your turn, but it will fly directly up 80 feet. Thad, you are up in the air, currently grappled and restricted by this creature. It will then, on its turn, you see as it flies up, you see it kind of like wrap its wings around itself, and another shimmer of arcane energy surrounds its whole body before it unfurls again as it casts. And again, you will probably know what this spell is, Astrid, to your very trained eye, as it will cast Cure Wounds. Because we're having fun, right, guys? We want this to continue. We're having lots of fun, right?
Yeah.
It casts Cure Wounds on Thad, yeah?
Yeah, because it's giving me a warm hug.
Okay, and it will heal up some hit points as its action. Ending its turn there. As it flies up. Thaddeus, you are currently restricted by this creature around, I would say where you are, you're probably around 65 feet from the ground. Not quite 80 feet where the top of this creature is. Around 65 feet from the ground. But it is in fact your turn.
Cool, quick. I guess just a rules question. Is it okay if I do the rest of the stream from under my desk?
Sure.
Just getting real low. No, I'm okay. Okay. No, we can play fast and loose here. We can get ourselves out of this. It's all cool. It's all cool. I see now that the thing has been dislodged from its chest? Do I see the like what looks like a weak spot?
Yes, you will do, yeah. Yeah. You see, as you kind of like wrapped up, looking up, trying not to look down, but you're keeping your focus dead on this creature. The world, the wind swirling around you. You see that where this gem of sorts was lodged into this creature's chest, there is now just this fleshy, gaping area that kind of looks very squishy and needs to be poked with something sharp, I think.
I think Thad literally does. That's like the extent of his math skills. Just like open wound, giant sword. These two things, they go together.
Love that.
Okay. If I want to try and get myself out of this grapple, is that my whole action, or is that just because I get to? It will take my whole action, not just one of my attacks.
Exactly. It's your action to try and break free. Yeah.
Okay. I am going to, while I'm still grappled, I'm gonna try and hit the fleshy weak spot in its chest.
Excellent. Very good.
So I need to roll my wisdom save for Sanctuary.
You do. However, I am going to retcon something very quickly. So your fireball, Astrid, from the last round, Sanctuary does not protect creatures from area of effect, so it will have in fact I shouldn't have made you make that roll previously, so I apologize. You still passed it, but yeah. Only just realized that. But yeah, go ahead and roll me a wisdom save, please, Thad.
Yeah, Thaddeus's greatsword attacks aren't quite big enough to be called area of effect attacks. Not yet. Once he gets to 20 strength, he might be at that point. So
Biggest sword ever.
It's a very small area.
He's losing track of like how much mass he's tacking on at the minute.
It's all about the gain. All about the gains, bro.
Yeah. I'm still blessed.
You are still blessed. Yes, because fireball is not concentration, and you haven't cast another concentration spell, so yes, you are still blessed.
Amazing.
And you've got a new bardic if you need stuff.
I've got a new bardic. So that's an 18 for my wisdom save.
Yeah, you are able to strike at this creature. The wisdom save is passed. Absolutely. Go ahead and roll me to hit with disadvantage, please, if you don't mind.
Yeah. Oh boy. Now, do I use my bardic on what was categorically a terrible roll? No, that's an 11, so I miss on the first one.
Exactly, yeah.
I will take my other swing though.
So as you're enveloped in this creature being whipped around, it's almost like you do very nearly find purchase in that spot, but just narrowly miss, and your greatsword clinks off the scales of this creature. But go ahead and roll your second attack with disadvantage again, but you do have Bardic Inspiration, and you also have Inspiration if you need it.
I do have Inspiration. So with Inspiration with disadvantage, is that just an extra dice roll and gets added into the...
So you would re-roll your d20 anyway. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna add Bardic to that one. Fuck it, let's do it. 18 to hit.
An 18 will hit, absolutely.
Ooh.
Narrowly, but will hit. Go ahead and roll me some damage.
All right. That is 12 slashing damage. And
yep.
I will use a Divine Smite on that as well.
Okay.
No, fuck it. Fuck it. Let's burn the second level. Let's do it.
Do it.
That is 13 radiant damage.
13, thank you. So that is that.
Sanctuary is not a concentration spell, is it?
It is indeed. I believe it is concentration. Yeah.
Ooh.
Is it concentration?
I don't think it is. Like,
No, I don't believe it is. No, I don't believe it is. No.
Off the top of my head, I didn't think it was, but it was just then that I realized there's some damage there.
I said that with such conviction, like, oh, it might be. Like,
Yeah.
who fucking knows?
We just got nowhere finding out.
So you have found purchase, and you drive your greatsword into this open wound as such, and it does find purchase, and then you release a divine smite into it. The creature unfurls as you deal enough damage to cause this creature to kind of writhe in pain, releasing you from your grapple, and you start to fall, Thaddeus.
Okay. Let's see. Do I have anything that I can do as a bonus action that will allow me to not be in this situation? I don't think I do. Could I drink a healing potion as a bonus action?
You can drink a healing potion as a bonus action. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think that feels good.
It's more negating what's going to happen than stopping
Yeah.
I just very much envision you drinking it and getting as swole as possible as you fly towards you.
Yeah.
It's just an in-air drink. It's, you know.
Yeah, if he didn't have a healing potion, but if he had something that didn't give him hit points, but was just essentially a protein shake, he would just drink that. But just like
goat's milk.
Just like Dragon Ball Z Comet into the ground. So what did we say the rules were for
so hit points? So yeah, healing potions, because I hate D&D rules for rolling hit points for healing potions. You just get the maximum amount. So if it's a potion of healing, you get 10 hit points. Yeah, because D&D economy is bullshit. So as you start to see Thaddeus fall, you will not hit the ground this turn, Thaddeus. I'm going to allow your friends to try and help. But it is your turn, Astrid. You see the creature just kind of like writhing in pain in the air as you see the form of Thaddeus just start plummeting. Okay. Yeah.
I'd like to think that Thaddeus is doing something really, really cool while he's falling, but he's actually just going,
So my thoughts are just like, this is a Sam thought, that if you're falling through the air, people who are conscious are more likely to take more damage when they hit the ground than people. So if I was to cast Hold Person and paralyze Thaddeus, could we potentially say they'll take less damage?
Well, if it right, so I know the thought process that you're going for, mate. Essentially, you're going off that, is it due date when he falls asleep at the wheel of the car and is a bit unconscious, so doesn't take any damage?
Yeah.
Effectively, you're making him a human cannonball that is just stiff and rigid. If anything, it's going to cause more damage.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that then. I don't have anything that I can do to stop this, so someone else can So instead, I will look at 3 little feathers that are still kind of flaming from the fireball and use them to launch Scorching Ray at the fleshy bit on the creature.
Very good. Okay, is that a roll to hit, or do I have to make a save?
Roll to hit.
Okay.
But, do I need a wisdom save first?
Well, it's difficult to do this because effectively Sanctuary ends when you cause damage to another creature. Damage is impending, but it's not quite happened yet. So I would say it's probably still up at the moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, wisdom save. Nothing to worry about. Clericy wisdom. Love it.
Yeah, that's a 19, 14 plus 5.
Yeah. All good. Yeah. All good.
So the first of the Scorching Rays, I'm going to use my inspiration just to do advantage on this one to see what comes out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a 24 on the first one.
Okay.
Roll damage.
Roll the second in case it's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
unless-
I did both.
Oh,
at the
did you?
same time.
Okay, yeah. Sound, cool.
So the first one would be 6 points damage. The second one's going to be a 21.
We'll hit again, yeah.
And that's going to be 4 points of damage. And the last one's going to be a 19.
19 will still hit as well.
And that's 10 points of damage.
10. And just, is it a Scorching Ray radiant damage, yeah?
Fire.
Fire damage. Sorry, was it 10 points, the last one?
The last one, yeah.
10. Excellent. Thank you very much. You fire these 3 feathers that ignite in the air and just almost like missiles just crash into the chest of this creature one after another as it begins to itself plummet, as it kind of like wraps itself up. It isn't falling dead or unconscious, but it is just dropping out of the sky. It has taken one hell of a hit. Anything else on your turn?
Panic. I will just like take my bedroll out and be like, can this help? No, this can't help.
Someone grab the other end of this sheet. Okay, Splot, you are up.
Oh, I feel like I can do nothing useful to help Thad falling out of the air. I've got nothing. I've just been frantically looking through my spells. It doesn't. Oh, can I tell where he's going to land?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, what I'm going to do then, I'm going to peg it over to next to where I think he's going to land.
Okay.
And can I hold an action to cure wounds, whatever mangled remains are about to land at my feet?
The vote of confidence from Splot is palpable.
You can, yeah, absolutely.
I think that's the best I can do for the moment.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Anything else from you? Any bonus actions? You can take your bonus action prior to your action if you want to.
No.
No, just holding your action to, as Thaddeus hits the ground, cure wounds.
Post hits.
Okay.
I'm not going to try and cure wounds all the way down past me.
Okay.
In
No
that
problem.
split second just before I hit the ground, I'm like, oh, cool.
Okay, very good. Morkel.
Morkel sees all of this happening and hangs his head.
There's the insurance claim.
That's what I've been waiting for. Excellent. He strokes his beaky chin for a moment and has a small think and starts to pull out a small piece of fleece, and he throws it up into the air, and it turns into this giant cloud that sits just below where Thaddeus would hit.
Okay.
And shouts, "Just relax into it."
Okay. And what are you casting?
Silent image.
Amazing!
Oh no!
I can't do anything.
I would say, Thaddeus, in this fall, when you hear Morkel go relax into it and you see this puff of cloud beneath you,
Looks lovely.
I would say that you feel a little bit reassured. You're like, oh, I got this, right?
My friends are the best.
The puffy-looking cloud. There's a goblin standing, avoiding the shadow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's cool.
Anything else on your turn, Morkel?
No, he's already hidden.
Okay.
I mean, he could hide again, but there's not a lot he can do.
top of the initiative order then is the creature. It doesn't like that you've just sent fiery missiles towards its chest, Astrid, and is going to begin to swoop down towards you and is going to attempt to bite you.
As it does that, can I use a reaction to cast Warding Flare to give it disadvantage?
You certainly can, yeah. So disadvantage is very good. I'm sorry, yeah, unfortunately I rolled the exact same on both rolls. Apologies. So that is a 26 to hit.
Yep.
So you take 11 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Ooh, I'm not good at that. Really not good at that. That's an 8.
An 8. You feel this sting and almost burn where this bite has just clamped into your wing, and you have, unfortunately, you've been poisoned for the next 24 hours.
Oh, lovely. Lovely.
Okay. Hold on a second. Poison for 24 hours until this poison ends. The target is unconscious.
Oh, whoa.
What?
I've been put in the dark. I'm a bird. They've put me in the dark. And I just
Yeah.
go out.
Apologies. So DC 13 con save, or be poisoned for 24 hours. Until this poison ends, the target is unconscious. So Astrid, just you drop and hit the ground. Thaddeus, you fall, just to clarify, 60 feet.
Yeah.
As per the rules of D&D, that is 1d6 per 5 feet, which is 12d6.
What?
Here's my question.
Yes.
Based on like the thing was like at the same place that I was, and then it flew down to get to Astrid. Can I maybe with a skill check of sorts? Could I, using my greatsword, try and use the momentum to land on the creature?
You can. I will allow it because that's cool as fuck. You will have to. Okay. There's going to be a series of rolls. So, first of all, in order for you to try and maneuver yourself within the air as you're falling and, you know, inertia, you are picking up speed, give me an acrobatics check, first of all. Just to see how well you can kind of like move yourself within as you're falling. 60 feet is not far, but just to see if you can kind of maneuver your body around to gain purchase with the strike, first of all.
Now here's my pitch. How do you feel about athletics and not acrobatics?
You tell me how you would use athletics rather than acrobatics, and I'll consider it.
Here's the thing. The one thing about Thaddeus that you know is that he's a muscular boy. If he uses the might of his muscles to aim where he's gonna fall, to just like through sheer force of will grab the wind.
Grab the wind!
Yeah, I said it. I'll stick by that. To let the sheer force and weight of his body fall on this creature. He wants to wrestle with the elements themselves.
Thaddeus, you were doing so well until you said grab the wind. So I'm gonna say no, unfortunately. Roll me an acrobatics.
In which case, as a bonus action, I'm gonna use my Channel Divinity for Peerless Athlete, which gives me advantage on athletics or acrobatics checks.
Nice. Go ahead and roll it with advantage then.
Okay.
It was a
First
natural.
one.
Yeah.
First one was a natural 18. I get +0 to acrobatics, by the way.
Okay.
The second one was a nat 20.
Natural 20! You, by sheer force of will, just maneuver yourself in the air. Because of how fast you're moving, the attack roll will be with disadvantage. Sanctuary is no longer up, but just to add an air of difficulty to what you're trying to attempt, go ahead and roll to hit with disadvantage. You do, however, still have inspiration.
You've got Bardic too, I believe.
Used it on the last round, I believe.
Used it. Okay, with disadvantage.
This is what it boils down to: a life or death decision.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on my first attack roll. Are we saying that I just re-roll with disadvantage again?
Just roll one more, so you're just kind of discounting one of them. Yep.
Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna have to use bless to try and do something with this. Oh no.
Would the bless be gone if I'm unconscious?
He's unconscious.
Yeah, it's unconscious. Bless is gone.
So the first one was a 12.
Okay.
Do I get my second? Oh no, 12.
Oh.
And then I got so the first two dice rolls were a natural 2 and a natural 19.
Oh god.
And then I rolled the third one and it was a natural 4.
Oh no. Okay. You are 10 feet from the ground. I will allow you to roll your second attack with disadvantage before the end of your turn when your face and the floor come into very, close proximity.
God damn. Okay. That is a dirty 20 with disadvantage.
Oh, nice! Which will hit. Go ahead and roll me some damage.
Right.
This could be the play of the evening, boys.
That is 8 plus 5 is 13. What the hell? Let's dump in this last divine smite.
I will say because I'm a fair DM and I don't want you to waste any spell slots. 13 will be enough. So how do you want to do this?
I think the first attack is literally like Thad with the remaining strength that he has left, just trying to wrangle the weight of his greatsword while he's gonna bring it down on it, and it swings wildly in the wrong direction, and then he just goes no, and just crashes into this thing's head with all the force of 60 feet of falling.
Wow.
So I would imagine he screams no as he's flying into it, and the sword connects with the thing's head, and then that's where he just gets all the damage and probably goes unconscious.
So you find purchase. So Splot and Morkill, you will see Thaddeus drive his greatsword into the body. I will say, however, that the speed in which you are falling, you are still going to take some damage. You have, however, ripped the sword down the body, but you crash into the floor. I will not roll 12d6. I will half that to 6d6.
Still. Ouch.
So that is 6, 12, 14, 18, 19, 24 points of bludgeoning damage as you fly through the silent image and poof, hit the ground.
Through the silent.
I like to think that the creature went into the silent image first, and as I was aiming for it, I'm like, oh no.
But you hit the ground and take 24 points of bludgeoning damage. Splot, you then release your cure wounds moments after he hits the ground for
7 points of healing.
7 points of healing. Just for clarification, did 24 knock you unconscious?
I had 30 hit points left because of the healing potion.
Nice.
Very good. I was at 6.
So you gain how many hit points do you regain?
7 points.
7.
Yeah.
So you're back with another 7. This creature's body crashes into the earth around you. You all pick yourselves and dust yourselves off, looking over to Astrid's unconscious body on the ground mere feet away from you. And that is where we're going to take a quick break. So, guys, we're going to be back in a few minutes. Thank you so much for joining us thus far. Please make sure you come back after the break. Go get a drink. Go grab yourselves a little bit of a refreshment. And come back to see if we can figure this out. Love you guys. See you in a minute. Goodbye. Hello! Hello, hello. I hope that all you wonderful people at home have had a lovely break. I will say that our break consisted of crying. There was fear. Seeds of doubt were sown. But we've recuperated. We've recalibrated ourselves, and we're ready to jump back in to Erelon, the Isle of the Eclipses. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Totally.
I'm not scared.
Totally.
Let me paint you a picture. Coatl falls. So does Thaddeus. So does Astrid. We pick up on the field of battle. After this giant creature is slain, Thaddeus hits the ground with an almighty thud. As you all kind of assess your surroundings, you see the form of Astrid, seemingly unconscious, on the grass around you. Over to you guys.
I think when Thaddeus stands up from, probably still like draped in the body of the Coatl, just like stands up, just looks over everyone that's like still up, and is just like, "Did you guys see that? There's a freaking cannonball!"
Yeah! Yes! And as you're doing that and celebrating your little victory, you see the form of Astrid just flat out on the ground, not 10 feet away from you on the grass.
Astrid? No! Like I'll run over,
Running over.
an absence of brains.
Okay.
Yeah, I will run over to Astrid, and I'll give Astrid start with a little gentle slap on the
Okay.
feathery cheek.
Okay, so
See if-
you're slapping, shaking,
Yeah.
trying to rouse Astrid. At first, you're quite gentle, trying not to do any further damage than has already been caused. But then I suppose emotion gets the better of you, Splot, as you then just grab the shoulders of Astrid and just rigorously shake. And Astrid...
Wake up!
You... come round.
we're alive?
Yeah. Yeah, we all are.
All of us?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yep.
Come
Yeah,
out my
dude.
bush.
Yeah, dude. I don't know if you saw it, but I did like a wicked cool like cannonball
It
on
was
that
pretty
thing, and I took it down, but I don't know when you fell asleep.
Oh, I don't. The last I saw you were falling, so. But you are the best of us, so I'm not surprised.
It's not.
Did
Astrid's
that
not
bush
one.
just talk?
No, I'm out of the bush now. I know. Like, hang on, I've got a load of twigs in my head.
Morkill's just wearing like a ghillie suit, like an unintentional ghillie suit, fully just like camo across his face.
I know it's like I just disappear into the world. You can't see me, but I am here.
Oh, well. Thank you for waking me up. I don't feel good.
Oh, hang on.
Could I
help?
could I just I'll kind of like kneel down next to Astrid and just put my hand on their shoulder, and I'll attempt to channel some of my paladin healing, and I will use lay on hands. I think the way that Thaddeus channels his like oath of glory paladin like powers is thinking about getting ripped. Probably like in his head he's thinking of just like lifting weights, and that's what like disperses the like radiating healing from his hands. I think as he closes his eyes, he's just like, feel better, friend. So much more lifting to do.
My
Ahead of us.
bicep just flexes.
Exactly that.
Oh, that's such a sick rep.
But I imagine as I do it, though, I would still kind of feel some of that poison that I've still got in me.
You
Some
will.
respect, yeah.
Yeah. Let me just clarify. Lay on hands. Does it cure ailments such as poison and things like that?
As an action, you can touch a creature to restore a number of HP that's remaining in my lay on hands pool, or 5 HP to either cure a disease or neutralize a poison.
Okay. So, are you healing or are you neutralizing poison?
I think what I will probably do first is I will try and heal. I'll try and just heal you for 5 points, and then if that doesn't work and you don't feel better, then I will use another 5 points to try and neutralize a poison. So
Okay.
I'm quite happy to take 10 off and call it like me just trying to heal you at first, and then neutralize the poison.
Okay.
Cool. So you gain 5 hit points, and you are no longer poisoned. You feel that as you get tapped on the shoulder and you flex the muscle, as you flex your bicep, the poison kind of like just comes out of the bite, and she's just like, ugh! And you flex it out, and the poison just comes out, and you're like, weird. You're right. Like
The power of soul.
Yeah,
Power
Thaddeus sees the poison just escape the bicep, and he's just like, that's totally not supposed to do that. It's a good thing we got that out of there. Arms aren't supposed to do that.
Did you just get more thwole?
I think that's what that was.
You're looking pretty hench now, Astrid.
Yeah, that wing is definitely looking a bit bigger than the other wing.
Oh, well, that's just always like
I'm
that.
sure-
I do have
I'm
that
sure
small
that's-
wing, but
I'm sure that'll be fine when you try and fly. But
Go on,
welcome to the
in
fraternity.
circles.
They'll have to rename you Moth or something like that.
Moth. I quite like that.
not
Moth.
bad,
Moth's a
is
good name. I am drawn to the light, so that makes sense.
Okay,
It's the perfect name.
okay, let me just rewrite your name. Hang on.
I need to know that. I need to note this down for a character idea. A Mothman cleric that's drawn to the light, runs towards a light bulb, and then casts daylight everywhere. Yeah. Just locking that one away for later because that's hilarious.
That's the next one shot.
You see Morkill just get the insurance agreement out and just scribbles out Astrid and puts moth and rolls it back up. Okay, so you have managed to heal yourselves up a little bit. You've cured Astrid of poison. What do you want to do, guys?
Is that stone kicking around somewhere?
It is. You find it on the ground around 15 feet from you.
Okay, I'm not going to touch it yet. Can I look at it from a few feet away just to see if there's anything of significance about it that I can see?
Sure. Make me maybe an investigation check. Let's see what detail you can pick out.
Ooh, 19.
19, excellent. So you see that this is a blackened gem, very dark, almost like an onyx in form, right? Has a very faint glow to it. And you also see kind of inscribed on it appears to be kind of faint swirls on the kind of engraved into the stone. The stone is very much a diamond diamond in shape. Black, gives you a very faint glow to it though.
And the faint swirls inscription, does it look like writing? No,
it's very much just like swirls. Very much yeah, very much so, yeah.
Okay, I'm just wondering what this is. Has anyone ever seen anything like this before?
Can
I don't know.
Anything I can roll to
No,
know
dude.
if I've come across something like this previously?
I don't believe you will have come across anything like this previously. You would need to either identify the stone to learn its properties or study it over a period of time to ascertain what it does or what it is.
All right. Okay. And he puts his feathery hands to his temples, and he takes the stone from the floor
Okay.
and casts Identify.
Ooh, handy.
Oh, amazing. So it does take 10 minutes to cast.
Mm-hmm.
So, for the sake of brevity, is there anything anybody would like to do during the 10 minutes that Morkill is casting Identify on this item?
I would just go to Splot and say, I think it's probably important to record this. That poison definitely, it was almost metallic in taste. Like there was a weird feeling on the back of my throat.
Whoa, that's amazing. That is such good information. Splot starts scribbling everything down that Astrid's telling him about the poison. That is so amazing that you got to find that out for me. Thank you.
And when you were out cold, did you see anything?
I think I saw my brother.
Saw your brother. Oh, wow. Estranged from him, are you? Or
Was he unconscious as well?
Yeah, we were both unconscious. We do have a bit of a we're twins. There's a strange connection there. So.
you think you going unconscious made him go unconscious as well, wherever he is?
I hope not, because maybe someone else didn't shake him awake. Oh no, I'm gonna go into my own head now.
No, I'm sure he's fine. I'm sure he's fine.
You're awake now, so he's probably awake too.
I hope, yeah, we'll say that. Okay.
Yeah, us shaking you awake would have shaken him awake. Stands to reason.
That makes
I
sense.
think because Peerless Athlete lasts for 10 minutes, Thaddeus is just I imagine his muscles are just a little bit more jacked than usual. So he's just
Just flexing.
got a good pump on today. Yeah.
Excellent.
Splot's gonna spend the final couple of minutes then trying to do a sketch of like Thad and the gang and the collapsed beast on the floor, recreating a little scene of the fight for a minute or two.
Is Thad and the gang the name of
Thad and the gang!
Love it. That is perfect.
just Thad and the menagerie of small creatures that he carries everywhere he goes.
Okay, so 10 minutes pass, and you do cast Identify on the stone, Morkill.
Yes.
And you identify the Chronobane Onyx. It is small, smooth, perfectly polished, and it has this otherworldly shifting darkness within, and it gives you the impression that when held up to light and faint traces of the silvery runes on its face seem to come alive and almost dance across the face of this onyx. It possesses some magical properties. It has the temporal disruption negation, allowing the Chronoblade Onyx has the ability to dispel temporal anomalies and disruptions. When activated, it creates a field of magic around the wielder up to 30 feet, stabilizing the temporal fabric within that radius. Ooh. Okay. When the Chronobane Onyx is placed in a specific location, it acts as a temporal anchor, preventing any temporal disturbances or time-related magic from affecting that area. There is also another cool little ability with this, called Temporal Restoration. The Onyx Stone can be used to restore objects or individuals affected by temporal anomalies. When touched to a person or an object trapped within an anomaly, the Chronobane Onyx reverses the effect and therefore restoring them to the proper place within any timeline.
All right. Well, I've had a look. I got to say, there's not really anything.
Oh.
I mean, never mind. I've hit a brick wall, lads.
It's
it's okay.
I mean, at least it's super pretty. I mean,
That's true. Looks good.
Look at those swirls.
I was thinking of getting a lovely chain, hanging it there over my feathery chest.
Honestly, dude, that would look super sick.
I know.
Onyxly.
Oh,
nice!
Wow, you're
Thaddeus loses it for a full minute, just howling on the floor, laughing.
Roll Tasha's hideous laughter.
This was a bigger highlight for him than cannonballing into the quartal.
So, it's all right. I'm actually joking. It does actually do all of these things. It's quite cool. And he just lists off what he's discovered.
Wow.
Excellent.
So we could use it, go into the darkness and not be affected.
Maybe. Oh, here's a thought. Do you reckon that the Oasis is having some issues with time? So it's like drying up over time, but it's not drying up. Like, it shouldn't be doing that. It's just going quick.
So stuff slowing down in the darkness and getting sped up at the Oasis.
Thaddeus does the like mimes his head exploding. It's just like, oh, time, guys.
I don't know. It's probably quarter past
Crazy.
3.
What?
It's 3:15.
Thaddeus looks up at the sun to try and figure out what time it is.
Yeah.
As you are all stood having this discussion, you hear off in the distance the guttural call of the Guardians. It's unmistakable. You've heard it before, and it's off behind you to the west. You hear this guttural call and cry as they seem to be going off again in this crazed state. And as you all turn and look east to where the wall of smoke and shade is, it begins to start encroaching again towards you all. It is about 20 feet from you, and it is moving towards you.
Okay, well, killing the creature hasn't stopped that happening.
Oh shit.
It did say there was beings that we couldn't understand that imbued it with power, so they must be the controlling power.
Yeah. I had a theory that they were controlling it with that stone, but probably not, because stone fell out and it carried on.
That's right.
But that stone seems to be acting as a way of it carrying on as normal in the darkness, so presumably the other things have got something similar in there.
I'm guessing so. I mean, I suppose, I don't know, do you reckon it's worth, like, going in there, all crouched around this stone here, and, I don't know, seeing what the hell's going on?
I think it's time.
I think it's what we have to do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's either that, or we go back to the Oasis and lob this thing into it.
That feels like that feels like a one-time thing. We can still go and do that, even if we've used it in the darkness first. Once you've lobbed it in the Oasis.
Right, of course, yeah.
And unless anyone fancies a big swim,
Plan B then, yeah?
yeah.
Right, okay. I mean, this is why you've got the big bucks, Block.
Oh, well, just, more stories to be told this way.
Yeah, okay, alright. Well,
Okay. So you all gather within a 30 feet radius of Morkill and head into the darkness.
Yes, please.
Are you all just going in at the same time? Or are you stepping in first, Morkill? Or are you all just going to hold your nose, here comes the cold water, just step through?
I think we've got to be all 30 feet with it. Is it like a 30-foot radius?
From you.
From me.
Origin from you. Exactly, yeah.
I think I'm
I think
just
as
going
long
to
as-
step in when he does.
Yeah, I think as long as we stay close enough that we can still see each other within like 5 or 10 feet of each other. Yeah, I think that's probably
Okay.
Right, everybody,
So you
buddy
all-
up
you all
and
just
hold
go in
each
together.
other's hand.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
choose a partner.
Buddy system, love that.
Yep.
Okay, so you all hold hands and step through into this dark void. Your surroundings go dim. You can see to the edge of where this onyx, and as you kind of like step through, this onyx stone that you have in your hand, Morkill, glows and very dimly illuminates the surrounding area up to this 30 feet. Beyond that, it's very, very dark, it's obscured, it's very difficult to see through, and anything beyond 60 feet and it is just pitch black. You cannot see it. But you all step through. Any general direction that you want to head in? Is there a location, or are we just heading in a direction and hoping for the best type thing?
I guess carrying on the sort of the path we were on, we were heading. Was it due west? We were heading. Like,
East originally,
due east,
yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
So you're just heading in that general direction, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think,
I'd like. Oh, go on.
I was just going to say, I think if we head in the direction that the wall is coming from,
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not skirting down the edge, but
head towards the danger, because that's smart.
Excellent. Okay,
Oh,
I'd
no,
need
that's-
a survival check from somebody just to ensure that, because it is difficult to navigate in here, I just need a general sense of how well you're keeping this trajectory through the forest.
I think I did them last time, following
Yeah.
the sun.
Mm-hmm.
I think I did one because I've got a +2 survival. So if anyone's got any better, I'm happy to.
You can help.
+2.
Yeah, I mean, you can either both roll it, or one can roll with advantage if one helps. Whatever you want to do.
Do we both want to roll since we both got the modifier? That's the same.
Love that. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I got a 13.
15.
15. Okay.
Nice.
You so it's difficult because where you are currently, there's no sight of either the sun or the moon in the sky. It is very much you are using your own senses and just using your gut to drive you in the direction that you're heading. You guys travel for around half an hour to an hour in this state. Is there anything anybody would like to do during this time?
I don't think anything from me.
Could I have a long rest?
Unfortunately not.
I think along this way I might just like down my potion to get the rest of my healing back.
Yeah, I'm a bit. I've not got that much health left. In my train.
Yeah. How's everyone looking? I can pop a little cure wounds in someone.
If I use the rest of my lay on hands, I can get myself up to 30. Well, almost 30. I think I might just do that. Just get my health back up.
Okay, so you lay on hands. Astrid, do you drink your health potion?
Mm-hmm. Which takes me back up. I'm fine.
Yep.
How are you looking post lay on hands, Dad?
I have 28 health out of 44.
Let's pop another little cure wounds at some point. I'll pop over to Thad while we're walking along. While we're doing our little hand holding, I'll just an 8, so 11.
An additional 11. Excellent. Excellent. Bringing you to 39.
Thanks, dude.
Out of interest, what does the floor look like?
Very good question. It looks very autumnal. Very kind of looks brown underfoot, essentially. Like the lush green grass that you have seen elsewhere on the island is turning that kind of greenishly yellow to a brown, as if it is slowly losing its life force. And that strikes you as odd in the first instance, and as you begin to start looking around and taking in your surroundings a little bit more, you notice that this pattern is happening everywhere. Every bush, every tree that you kind of look at seems to be slowly being sapped of whatever life force was keeping this alive is going.
Okay, so it looks like it's draining its life as opposed to just going into a new season.
Exactly that.
Okay.
Exactly that.
I point this out. Also, I don't know if it would necessarily have any super use, but as we are walking along, as soon as we've entered this this dark area, I'd like to just stop. I'd like to just start dropping ball bearings as we go.
Okay.
So I'm trying to create a trail of sorts. I've got over 1,000 of them. So.
Okay. So just systematically, just every few seconds, dropping a ball bearing on the ground as you go.
Yeah. It's just so that if we are heading back, hopefully we should be able to see glint off the floor or something like that.
Yeah, excellent. Good move. Brilliant. Anything else anybody else wants to do, or anybody wants to do?
I'd like to keep an ear out for any kind of creatures or sounds of anything nasty, but also just if we do see any little critters like ants or something, just see if they're moving slowly or look like they're moving really fast or anything compared with us outside of that radius. Or
yeah, excellent. Make me a perception check, please, to see what you can pick out.
18.
18. Okay. As you are walking along through this area, you do start seeing very small insects. However, none that you see are moving. most either overturned or on their back, legs curled up, or just... And you kind of like, as you walk past, you see that there is a stick insect on a leaf of a bush as you walk past, and as you pick it up, it just crumbles, like almost into dust in your fingers as you walk past and pick it up.
You don't know your own strength spot.
Yeah, I've been.
Thaddeus, in that kind of like gentle giant way, like sees the bug get like squashed into dust and just like, ugh, just like gasps as he watches in his eyes just life being like snuffed out immediately.
It was dead. It was dead already. I just.
No, it's cool. No, I'm fine. There's I think there was something in my eye.
I'll probably be the dust.
Need to hit something.
As we've been moving along, can I just make some sort of observation about Morkill to see if there's been any impact of this stone on them?
Sure. I won't.
A speaking
So,
check.
yeah, I think roll me an insight first, and then I'd like you to roll me a perception as well.
Okay. The insight is 23.
Okay.
The perception is a 12.
Can roll
12.
deception.
Physically, there doesn't seem to be any change. You don't see or sense that there is any physical differences to Morkill during this hour walk through this dense thicket of jungle. What you do get the sense of is, again, and I'm not using this because you mentioned Smeagol, but you do get you don't see that Morkill's ever put the stone in their pocket or anything. It's very much clasped and firmly clasped in their hand. Again, white knuckled gripping this thing as they're walking.
Morkill, how are you feeling about this stone that you've picked up?
Oh, it's quite pretty, look. Well, it's got swirly bits on it. It's also pretty powerful. It's not every day you're able to walk into some strange void and not be harmed.
It seems like a tight grip you're holding onto it there. Your feathers are turning white.
You've just noticed my vice-like grip. Thaddeus has been helping me with me fingers. Fingers,
Yeah, dude.
you know.
Fingers are one of the most important muscles you can possibly work out.
Exactly. Some
One of the most neglected muscle groups.
phalange curls, he calls them.
Fingers are looking super swole, dude. Yeah, that's what he calls them. Phalange curls.
That's right.
As Astrid mentions this to you, Morkill, you don't get the sense that you're gripping this any tighter than you would any other item that you've carried before.
Yeah.
But you do kind of look down and almost you are seemingly gripping onto this stone. We hadn't noticed.
I mean now you say it, Astrid. Thaddeus, would you? No.
You get the overriding thought in your head, because you keep thinking, I'll just give this to one of the other guys. That'll fix it. But then immediately no, I better keep hold of this. I found it. It's mine. It's only right that I should keep hold of it during this scary trip through the woods.
Yeah, I mean, Astrid, something you've got to realise is that, if somebody tries to take it from us, it's only right that I probably take, I keep hold of it because I'm the one that's able to just, disappear like a ghost.
Yeah, I get that. Would it be safer in a pocket?
He puts his hand in his pocket.
Okay. With the stone in, yeah?
With the stone.
Yep, cool. Hand in the pocket.
Yeah, dude. You gotta, you know, rest is super important. You gotta. It's when you build muscle. When you're resting. Gotta relax those phalanges, dude.
I mean, it's true. He tries to take.
I saw that on a poster.
You gotta relax those phalanges.
Yeah, dude. Why's everyone laughing?
You can have
I'm being
inspiration.
super serious.
That was brilliant. You can have inspiration. That was great.
So, yeah. So Morkill tries to take his hand out of the pocket without the stone.
Okay. And you take your hand out, and the stone is still in your hand. And with every fiber of your being, you put your hand back in your pocket, and you're trying to release this. I'd like you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, how did I know this was happening?
You're right, Chris. The first bit was the fun bit for the players with the combat. Now this is the fun bit for me.
Yeah.
Wisdom.
Yes, please.
13.
Was what you needed, and you try with all your might. You bring your hand out, stone still in your pocket, but you've managed to break free of whatever was gripping you through that stone.
Well, there you go. See? Look at that. Obviously, Thad's phalange workout has done me a world of good.
Well,
dude.
you look as though you've lost a little of the blood flow in your hand, so maybe do like another circuit of them, get that flow back again.
Yeah, you're probably right. And he starts massaging his phalanges.
As the thick, verdant canopy of this jungle envelops you, you continue on your journey for another 10-15 minutes until you come to a clearing, and a mysterious, long-forgotten ruin emerges from the tangled foliage. The air around you is heavy with this dense humidity, and the sounds of exotic birds, distant, cawing in this otherworldly symphony. The ruin itself, partially reclaimed by nature at this point, stands as a testament to an ancient civilization that once thrived in this remote corner of the jungle. Moss-covered stone pillars rise from the jungle floor. There were once intricate carvings, now weathered and eroded by centuries of exposure to the elements. Vines snake their way up the pillars, and vibrant, or once vibrant, tropical flowers wilt all around these vines. You are roughly around 60 feet, very much just at the edge of where you can make this structure out. You see that there is the remains of a grand entrance, marked by this kind of archway within, quite central to this ruin. What do you want to do?
Do we have any notion what it's a ruin of? Is it like does it look like a temple? Does it look like
it could have been a temple. It does strike you as a place of grandeur. It is the biggest, like, architectural building of sorts that you've seen anywhere on this island. It is a damn shot away from the huts and stuff that you saw in the village when you first arrived. But it looks to have been here for some time, like centuries. It could have been a fort, could have been a temple. It's hard to tell.
This is quite a thing.
It's impressive. I feel we need to explore inside.
Yeah.
But if we're gonna do that, take it quietly.
Yeah.
I mean, bear in mind that we've got to all keep close.
Mm-hmm.
No
30
splitting
foot.
up.
No running off to a tree to hide.
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, bushes are my friend.
Slander.
You guys slowly move 30 feet towards the entrance to this ruin. And as you do, you see an odd shape off to the left between a couple of bushes and some trees. It is roughly around 20 to 25 feet away from you. As you see this liquidous shape that you've seen before. The shape appears to be that of one of the guardians of the Oasis. In the darkness, seemingly frozen in place. Outside of the radius of this, the area of effect from the Onyx, around 20 feet from there. Seemingly stuck, frozen in place.
That Onyx thing. Remind me how it works. That can you unaffect something, and keep the 30 feet up for us as well?
No, I guess so. I mean, there's a possibility that we might just walk into that area of effect, as it were, and,
It might.
I mean, hang on though, Splot. Do we definitely want to make, like, this fella kind of wake up? Because we don't know. He might be a bit, ticked off.
They do get angry. That's true.
I think it's risky. I think if we bring them back, then we could all be in some real danger very quickly. I don't think I want to do that.
Yeah, even the ones back at the Oasis was super hosile.
I mean, they seem
Super
pretty
hostile.
friendly, really. Like,
Like,
I think they were just a bit misunderstood, really.
I always like that about Splot. You always look at the good in people, or swirling water vortexes.
Swirling water creatures, yeah. I mean, but we can leave them frozen for the moment, and we can always come back, I guess.
It's true. Is
Would
there any
I-
way to walk by?
Yeah, you can walk past it and leave it in its current stasis, so to speak, and if you wanted to head towards the ruin.
is that so? That was like outside of the building itself.
Yes, yeah. So you are currently still around 30 or so feet away from the grand entrance that I described, the archway. And this individual was kind of off to your left, again around 40 feet from the entrance to that, and again 20 to 40 feet away from you, out, on the outside of the area of effect from the Onyx. So you guys continue on towards the ruin.
I think as we get closer to the ruin, I'm going to use my divine sense to see if anything sets off a ping for me.
Okay, how long does Divine Sense last?
It only lasts. It says until the end of your next turn, so it would be like 2
It's
turns.
instantaneously, right?
Yeah, so it's
right.
within 60 feet.
Okay.
So I think with again with Thaddeus's oath, this oath of glory paladin, it's just like him like sending his like will out into the unknown. with just like this intention of like, who wants to fucking go right now? do you wanna fucking dance?
Do you want to
go?
Do you
Do you wanna go, dude? Do you wanna go,
Okay.
dude?
So you divine sense. You do not within 60 feet of you sense any fey, undead, aberration, or is it? I think that's it, right?
Celestial fiend or undead.
You don't sense any of those either now. Within 60 feet of you, within that 12 seconds or 6 seconds. Okay. As you venture deeper into the ruin, you step through this huge archway, and you find yourself in what appears to be a central courtyard. You see in the center of it a dilapidated fountain. You can see on it that it once bore intricate inscriptions and sculptures of some mythical creature, is your best guess, but it's due to the time and the erosion of these things, it's hard to pick out what they could have been. You see dotted around the courtyard strangely shaped statues and remnants of the property and the building in which you are, that you're in. Most of the walls seem to have eroded down, if not fallen in. Where you are in the courtyard, there is one towards the other end, the opposite end of where the courtyard is from where you are stood. You see there is a taller, kind of towered building with a huge double doors at the base.
Are we near enough any of the statuey things to go and have a little look without leaving the 30-foot radius?
You could, yeah. I suppose you could have a look at one or two of them, yeah.
Just to check out. Just to check that they are actually statues and we're not having a
moment,
a Narnia moment.
Okay.
That would be my first question about them.
Yeah, excellent. Make me an investigation check, see what you can pick up.
That's a natural one.
They are definitely statues, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely statues.
These are made of stone.
So just to kind of describe... Just to kind of give you an idea of what they look like.
The little journalist marveling at stone.
It's so good. You see that they seem to be humanoid in shape, but instead of having 2 arms, you see that each of these individuals, you see that they have been sculpted to have 6 arms. Though some statues, you've got arms broken off, so one may have 3 on one side, 1 on another, and vice versa on some others, but kind of looking at them all as a collection, you can see that they are made to have 6 arms. You see one of them has this sort of, like a draconic shaped head in a way, very reptilian in features.
Splot, have you ever tasted the 6-armed dragon?
No.
It's maybe worthwhile for the notes.
You're right.
Is there any statue dust on the floor?
I'm going to say, sure. Yeah, why not?
I will taste the statue dust, please.
Okay. So you get a very statuey dust taste. It's
Yes.
you get it's very it's horrible, very chalky.
A bit like bit sandy, actually. bit like the sound. Yeah.
Interesting.
Callback. Nice callback to Sandy.
As an aftertaste, you could swear that you could taste toffee apple for some reason. Splot. No, you may be having a stroke. Who knows?
Oh, that's quite nice, actually. It's not bad.
What do you guys want to do?
Anybody recognise who these chaps are?
I think Thaddeus is probably like admiring if there's any one of them within like the 30-foot radius of the onyx sphere thing. It's probably just admiring like what it would be like to have 6 arms and be super swole. It's just like, I could lift so much.
Would I be able to say a religion check to check if these are like a deity of any sort that I would recognize?
Okay, you could, but I'm gonna forego you rolling. I don't believe it would have been a religion that you would know about.
Yeah.
I rather than make you roll against an impossible DC, just kind of saves you the roll. I don't think it is, no. But it does kind of. So this place, it does strike you as some place of worship.
It's like they're being held in like veneration. Like even if he doesn't recognize the religion, you recognize that it is religious.
Exactly. Yeah. So you kind of get the sense that this is like a place of worship, a common place for people to come, but it is, as I say, centuries old.
This is all very strange. They never mentioned anything like this back in the village.
No. And we've not seen anything else while we've been on this island with 6 arms.
Nope. Which again strikes you as very strange.
I mean, they're just really like insects.
Well, let's not think about what you did 5 minutes ago.
I know, that's true.
I'm sure
That
it's
could be
fine.
really offensive to their...
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, something would have happened if that was a problem.
I mean,
Rocks fall, you all die.
you have angered the gods.
You have it. Yeah, I was literally just about to go with the same like Gandalf level wizard voice. You have angered the great praying mantis.
Tune in next week as the guys face off against a giant ladybug.
Oh, isn't he sweet? Ah!
Yeah.
No,
It's not the red. It's not the red and black ladybug. It's one of those black and yellow ones that nobody wants to touch.
don't.
Oh.
So, I don't really know what these fellas are, really.
No, it doesn't ring a bell at all, but it feels like this place is important and therefore dangerous.
Is there any...
This place feels like, I don't know. It's kind of like a gym. Like everybody, where everybody comes together. Different times, different days. Everyone comes together to pray at the altar. Whatever that altar is, I don't know. Feels like this is the only thing that we've seen since we got here that feels like
a gym.
The place, somewhere where people could worship.
Yeah.
I mean, your simile is spot on there, Thad.
Thanks, honestly, thanks, dude.
No,
Thanks.
it's all right. You are the best of us.
So, stood in the courtyard.
Are there any is there any writing or anything like that? Any like?
Not that you can see, no. And it's hard. It's hard to pick out because any sort of like inscriptions or you see, like I mentioned, on the actual fountain itself, there was lots of things kind of inscribed, but due to how long it's been, a lot of this is kind of eroded away. It's very difficult to pick anything up that would look like a language.
Does anything look similar to what is on the stone?
It's a very good question. Make me a perception check.
14.
14. So not on the statues or the fountain or the general area that you're currently investigating. However, as you kind of like stand back to take in the entire courtyard, above the door at the far end of the courtyard, on almost the kind of stuck out stone at the very top of the apex of this archway door, you do see the same runic symbol on that stone above the door.
Hey, look at this. I mean, you know the stone. Well,
Yeah.
it's got really similar markings to over here. Do you reckon it does the same thing? So maybe if we go through the door, then it's basically, doing the same thing with time.
Oh,
Yeah, it might be.
it might well be, yeah.
This is a door we've not gone through yet, is it? This is
Not yet, no. This is at the far end of the courtyard. It's the entrance to this tower ahead of you.
And the markings that are above the door, are you saying it's just like markings above the door? It's not like a relief where like the stone or a stone could fit into it?
No, nothing like it. It is a stone that the same kind of scrawlings on the onyx are literally above the door on that stone.
That makes sense.
Similar to how on a church door, the kind of keystone at the top of the door is very much with a crucifix etched into it. It's very much like that.
So whoever's in there might be keeping themselves unaffected by all the timey-wimey stuff.
I mean, I guess so. Shall we go have a look?
Press on, yeah, I think so.
I think we should.
Right.
Quick fountain-related question: is the water in the fountain?
No.
No. Okay.
No. Every kind of little bit of like flora here as well, like all the vines are dead, like very brown. Any leafage on the ground is very much dead. There's no greenery anywhere. There's an air of death in this place. You all cross the courtyard and push the two doors open. Again, because of the darkness within this area, it is still very dimly lit. There's no light source, it is just dim. Sorry, it's obscured. The door opens to a narrow passageway that has recesses on the walls where you see various shattered pottery, or within the recess there are these tapestries that have completely decayed and are almost illegible. You see that there are remains of long forgotten trinkets and offerings that have been made in these certain recesses, giving you this echo of this bygone time. You continue to move down the narrow passageway until you get to the end, and it opens up into a chamber. And as you all stand taking in this chamber, the two doors behind you slam shut, and around the edge of this chamber you see these sconces go and illuminate this chamber. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
It's like Jim's in session, boys.
So we will leave that there for this evening. We will pick this up again next session for the finale of Erelon, the Isle of the Eclipses. So Again, make sure if you haven't already, guys at home, hit the follow button, hit that subscribe button, click all the funky buttons down below and find out even more about Actual Play UK, because why the hell not? It's a Friday evening. All your friends have gone out, they've got wives, they're married, nobody cares, you're on your own watching Twitch. Just come off Twitch. Just start down a rabbit hole of all things Actual Play UK. What could be better on a Friday evening? Love that. So, thank you very much, you guys, as well, for coming in on the second part of this wonderful adventure.
Oh, so good.
Been good, right?
So good.
Fantastic.
I'm simultaneously scared and I'm so excited for part 3, which is exactly what happened at the end of part 1. I'm being excited for part 2, which can only mean Thaddeus can only get more stupid and also do like 1 or 2 awesome things.
Amazing. Well, look, you guys have been amazing. So before we obviously call the session to an end, why don't you go around the table and you can tell the good people at home who you are, where you come from, and just drop all the spoilery bits, like drop everything in that you want about where you're from and what you guys have got going on. So Ben, do you want to kick us off?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Ben. I'm part of No Small Roles, which is our actual play podcast that we do. Drop an episode every couple of weeks. We also have other bits around that we put on the feed as well. We've got like good one-shots and all sorts of good places if you want to drop in rather than diving into the main campaign. If you just want to do one of our little one-shots, we've recently done a Familiar Problem one-shot, which was really good fun. And we played a few other fun little games as well. I've been streaming in 2 places tonight. Whoa! Like, so, while I've been here, I've also been on Dragon's Duel. I didn't tell you earlier, so you didn't skip over to that feed, but now you can. Hey, why don't you go and watch Dragon's Duel, the D&D game show, which I'm simultaneously on maybe right now.
How's that possible?
How is what black magic is this?
We found the Onyx. This shouldn't be possible.
Yes. I've slowed down
Supposed
time.
to fix this.
But yes, check out No Small Roles. We're on all podcasters that you can find anywhere. If you look for No Small Roles, Rolls is spelled ROLLS, like rolling down a hill. And we're on all the social media. And hey, we've got a TikTok now too, if that's your thing. We're at No Small Roles on all the social media.
Amazing. Thank you, and thank you very much for joining us this evening, Ben. Appreciate your time, sir. No problem. Chris, do you want to tell people again who you are, where you're from, what have you got going on, man?
Oh, I surely do. Yes, thank you very much. I'm Chris. I am from the Adventurers Anonymous podcast, which you can find anywhere where good pods are casted. We are thoroughly out of our dragon slaying phase of our adventure and into the let's settle down and buy a tiki bar phase of the adventure. We just need to decide on what the name of this tiki bar will be. You can find us anywhere where pods are casted, and you can find us on all the social medias. I think we're like over 100 episodes in now, so there's quite a lot of good things to catch up on. But there's plenty of little one shots scattered around in there as well, because we all have those weeks where we've got one less person than we need, and then the DM is like, "Hey Chris, do you want to run a one shot instead?" And I'm like, "Sure, why not?" And then I panic. Panic prepping is the only way, people. And in I think it was the most recent one that we did, which I don't know if it's been released yet. I ran one of the one shots from One Shot Wonders from Roll and Play Press.
Oh, I also have that book. It is very good.
The lovely people over at Roll and Play Press were quite happy for me to run a one shot in one of their made up scenarios, which I thoroughly ruined with my accent work. And just generally the players doing what the players I want to do, which is to cause chaos. I think that should be up on our feed probably in the next couple of weeks, depending on how we do for the main campaign episodes. But yeah, if not, I'm sure it'll be out soon.
Amazing. Thank you very much, and again, thank you for joining us this evening.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you.
No problem, man. John, do you want to say goodbye to everyone? Tell people who you are, where we can find more of John content.
Bye.
Or should I say John Tent? No,
John
no.
Tent. Yes. I am John. I have been John. Cut the feed. Yes, I have been John of Actual Play UK and the Trolls of the Two Tonne Bridges. You can find Trolls of the Two Tonne Bridges podcast on TOTTB podcast on lots of different podcatchers and social medias. Come and say hi, we're friendly, I promise. Then obviously there's Actual Play UK. If you've enjoyed this, then I'm sure you'll enjoy all of the other content that we've got here. What we try to do is obviously get together as many talented and wonderful people within the UK Actual Play community. That is you, Dan. Sorry, man.
No, he means us, guys. He means us.
Yeah.
Let's talk about us.
All of you.
What?
Of you.
How did I get here?
It's
Oh my
about.
God.
This is your second time.
So lost.
Yeah, the whole thing is about being as collaborative as possible. You're here, you're seeing this now. Come and say hi, like on the YouTubes, and obviously every Fridays we're trying to do all of the different games that we've got. I also host and run the Delta Green game that happens on most Thursdays, and unless life happens. On Actual Play UK. Yes. Over to someone else.
Nice. Thank you very much, John, and thank you so much for joining us again this evening. So, last but certainly not least, Sam, do you want to say goodbye to folk, tell people who you are and what you do?
Hello, yeah, I'm Sam. I am part of the team over at Science and Sorcery, where we combine science subjects and TTRPGs, smash them together to try to make content. And I've also been streaming in 2 places tonight, because we've also been streaming our one-shot in collaboration with London's The Vagina Museum. So amazing. I imagine we probably will have finished already, so we'll have raided in here. So hi, Science and Sorcery folks, if you are here. And then I'm back usually weekly on a Sunday from 7 PM GMT in our campaign Witness to Ruin, where I play Emerald Snowflake, a very sad snow leopard wizard. We've also announced a live and in-person show that will be happening in London at the end of April at the Vagina Museum, which may well include some people from Actual Play UK as part of that cast as well. So keep an eye out for that. Tickets are on sale now.
Amazing. Thank you very much, and thank you very much again for joining us this evening, Sam. I appreciate it, man.
And that is not just my face is just frozen on the screen.
All good.
Looking very pensive. Yeah.
And thank you to everyone at home. I have been Dan. I am the resident Dungeon Master over at Tales on Tap. You can find us over on Twitch on Tuesdays, 6 PM GMT. You can find us on YouTube right now with everything we've done previously. We've got a full campaign in Campaign 1, loads of different one-shots on YouTube. We are currently 9 episodes into Campaign 2, so we're right at the start. Enough time for you guys to come over and catch up on all the Erelon goodness, because if you've liked what you've seen this evening, you like some of the ideas that we've played with, then this is where I've come up with all this sort of shit. So yeah, if you want to see more Erelon content, you want to come and join us on a vast adventure through this homebrew world that I've created, which is these huge floating islands high above the world of the Forgotten Realms, so far in fact that nobody knows that either exist, which is going to be fun to play out. But yeah, come and find us over at Tales on Tap. We have also launched a podcast, so if you're not really the kind of person that sits and watches 3 or 4 hours of content on multiple nights, then you can always just listen to us on the go. So that's really fun. We have got a very special collaborative one-shot, which we are streaming. We have already streamed because this is releasing in the future, so time becomes really weird at this point. So we've already streamed that, and John will be joining us as a player. We've also got players from Modified Roll, Deck of Many Aces. We've actually got Tales on Tap viewer that won a giveaway in December, who's going to come and have a seat at our table for I'd say a professionally ran game, but it's me DMing it, so not at all. But yeah, you can go and check that out on our channel. It'll be up on YouTube by now as well, so go check that out as well. So yeah, I have been Dan, and you guys have been wonderful. Thank you very much. So again, if you've not subscribed already, hit all the good buttons below. For all things Actual Play UK, we've got some really fun stuff upcoming. So obviously we've got the the next part of this releasing on the 9th of February. So a week's time, you'll get the last episode of this. Make sure you tune in for that. And then on the 16th and 23rd of February, we've got Heart, and we have also obviously got the Delta Green game every single Thursday as well. So plenty of content to whet thine whistle when it comes to tabletop fun. So thank you very much for watching. Thanks for keeping it Actual Play UK. If you haven't already, check us out on socials. We will see you next time. Thanks very much for tuning in. Take care. Bye.
Goodbye.